Hello, and welcome to Lady T's Spiritual Journey. I'm Lady T, and as you see in the description below, we doing this reading over Charlie Kirk. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but my words may get me, All right, before I do anything, I want to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get this sage burning. Because usually, like when I do somebody deceased, it's a different kind of energy. So I want to make sure it's clean. And we just getting into Charlie Kirk situation. I don't want this reading to take me all over the place. Some rabbit holes you can keep. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spray my hands. I'm going to spray the area. Spray myself. All right. All right. We need some energy for Charlie Kirk. I got some things I looked up. It says on September 10th, 2025, while on stage at the Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, for a TPUSA Turning Point event, the American Comeback Tour. Kirk was fatally in the neck. The pow pow took place at 12:23 p.m. Mountain Time, around 20 minutes after the event began, in front of an audience of about 3,000 people. Immediately before was debating mass pew-pews in the United States. Hunter Kozak, he was a university undergrad. He asked, "Do you know how many mass pew-pews there have been in America over the last 10 years? And Kirk's last words before being pew-pewed were his reply, "Counting or not counting gang violence." Damn. Okay. Kirk was taken to the regional hospital in critical condition, where he was pronounced deceased later that afternoon at the age of 31. Okay. So, I'm giving y'all, I like to make sure y'all get some information. Charlie Kirk, his name is Charles James Kirk. He's 31 years old, or he was, October 14th, 1993, till September 10th, 2025. He's a Libra air when he was born, and a Virgo earth when he, passed away. That's what the sign was when he passed. He has 2 kids, a daughter born in 2022 and a son born in May of 2024. I don't know more information about those 2 kids. I really didn't search too hard, and they didn't offer it easy. He's a Christian nationalist. It's a political form of Christianity. His wife is Erica Lane Frantez, or Erica Lane Kirk. She's a Scorpio water sign. She was born November 20th, 1988. They got married in 2021 until he passed away. She was Miss Arizona USA in 2012. She's the founder of Everyday Heroes Like You. She is the host of a podcast called Midweek Rise Up. Charlie was a political activist, an author, a nonprofit founder, Turning Point USA, and Turning Point Action. He was a media personality, a community organizer, and he did that starting in 2012 until 2015. And then, so one fun fact, he sent buses of students to the January 6th Capitol attack. And then when he was in court in front of the committee, he pleaded the fifth. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about his pewer. Tyler Robinson, he's 22 years old. He grew up in Washington and Utah. That sounds like a conspiracy to me. He was a third-year student in an electrical apprenticeship at Dixie Technical College in Utah. His father turned him in. The bullets had written on them trans ideology, and his roommate was trans. So I guess he had trans ideology. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's get into this reading. We're reading on Charlie Kirk. What can you tell us? Okay. Want you back. That fell off. Okay, so, yeah. I mean, I could believe, you know, if you had a good wife, for real, I could see her wanting you back. His wife is a blonde with some crystal, I'm talking about special eyes. I ain't even gonna lie. Her eyes is mesmerizing. When I seen a picture of her, she was at that news conference after he passed away. Man, them eyes, boy. Whew, I see why she won. Miss Arizona. I'm sorry, Miss Arizona. Yeah. She's a hottie. I ain't even gonna hate on her. Alright, so we gonna get it. Let's see, what's the T for Charlie Kirk? What do you want us to know about Charlie Kirk? Charles. You ain't gonna give us no tea? This one of them. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Let's see, let's go ahead and close out. I think we need to close out. It ain't telling me nothing. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Oops. Well, that was under there. Thief. But the bottom card is carless. No car, repo, car issues. Okay. A grudge holder. Jackpot. Child services. Looking you up. Bad reputation. Too busy winning. Okay, so we got a grudge holder, jackpot, child services, looking you up, bad reputation, and too busy winning, and carless. All of this situation overall left him carless. There's a woman or a person that's holding a grudge. Maybe they think this is the jackpot. Winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Well, usually jackpot means when somebody dies, that's famous or well-known or whatever. There's usually a jackpot for anybody because who's getting the money when they pass away? Now, child services, every time I think of child services, when you tell me child services, I think of CPS, you know what I'm saying, or DCS, or wherever you call it in your city. But that means somebody called on them. Somebody made a call on this family about their kids. Kids at risk of being taken or is about to, reporting something, neglect, abuse. And then you got this woman in a black dress. I always think like it's all like after death. The mother has on the black dress, this little boy holding his hand, and the dad just walking next to him like he a ghost. And child service gets involved because it's a homicide. They always suspect the spouse first. I mean, I would too. That's the first, the first person closest to you. Then after that, you venture out. But I'll start right at home. You know what I'm saying? And then this person's looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. So that could have been the guy, the 22-year-old boy. Maybe he was researching him, studying, you know what I'm saying, figuring out his moves. Somebody getting a bad reputation or has a bad reputation. But they're too busy winning. So this doesn't have to all be one person. It could be multiple people who have a different agenda when it came to him. It could be one person. Somebody's holding a grudge, though. Maybe because they're carless. Maybe, I don't know, repo car, like start losing money. Somebody, thought it was going to be a jackpot. Because like I said, carless, that means no car, no vehicle. Alright, what we got for Charlie Kirk? Mr. Charles James Kirk. Marriage, wedding. Maybe that was some happy times for him. Maybe it could be about a marriage. Alright. What we got for Charlie Kirk? Oh, okay, don't do all that. Charlie Kirk. Alright, let's go ahead and close this deck out. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Overall, love, passion, devoted. And we seen that card that flipped out, marriage, came out first. So he loved his wife. That's the only thing I could take away from that. His overall situation, no matter what, he had love for real. Overall, no matter what. Then we got imprisonment. Hostage, prison, confined, jail. So, that's where that boy is now. The devil. See them Satanists. Mason, Satanist, witch, spells. That's man. Maybe this young man was messing with the devil. Or the people that was involved was like the devil. An affair. Down low. That's on my card. An affair. Aliens. Foreigners, strangers, copycat, clones. You got a clone. Or that was a clone. Dating. Go out, sneaky link, one night stand. What the heck? Power supply. Sugar daddy. Source, backing. There's some weird stuff going on. But it's not so weird because it's like, love is overall. Imprisonment, devil, affair, aliens, dating, power supply. What you got going on here, Spirit? What's going on with Charlie Kirk? Why do I always feel like I ain't gonna go there yet? Let the cards pull out what I'm thinking. If that's what it is, let me have confirmation, Spirit. Because I'm not gonna tell my spiritual journey family. I ain't gonna tell them what I'm thinking this is. Was his wife getting a bad reputation while he was too busy winning? Like, was there... I don't know. An affair. Was he having an affair? Alright, give me some confirmation on Charlie Kirk. What they trying to tell me, Spirit? Tell me what you got going on here. Because I'm feeling like it's different people. It's like a couple people, and he had a lot going on behind the scenes. You gonna tell me nothing? They might not tell me nothing. Music. Alright, is there anything else you want to tell me? I don't know what music has to do with it. Did the person play music? Anything else about Charlie Kirk? It's not really, yeah. They very secretive. This is a very tight-lipped person secretly. Like, that's why you couldn't even find the kids' names or birth dates. Alright, I'm about to close this deck. Alright, because I think I done tried it. I got all I could out of this. So, 1, 2, 3. Overall, I got grass is greener. Jealousy. Better option. Unhappy. Deserve better. Okay, see, this was... Grass is greener. Yeah, this is an affair. Heartbreak, hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment. Yeah. Okay. Music, we got that card. Musician, snake, charmer, harmony, melodic. Secret crush. Okay. Admire, attraction, suitor, butterflies. Third party. Interference, cheating, competition, mistress. Storm warning. Upheaval, obstacle, wrecking ball, drama. This dude dancing in the rain. Happy. In the rain. Happy. Yeah. Reconciliation. Reunion, second chance, back together, I miss you. Somebody was... Can you see it? Looking you up. Somebody, like I said, somebody's holding a grudge. But this heartbreak, music, secret crush, third party, storm warning, reconciliation. Somebody was heartbroken. This person may play music or maybe was, listening to a favorite song. It's a secret crush. So this person may not have known. But it says there was interference and cheating. Competition in the third party. Grass is greener. And it says right here, plain as day, affair. Some kind of contact. Because then you got dating right here. Things I think I just don't say. Man. Alright. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Even if it's your first time clicking on my video. I really appreciate it. At the time of this video, I have made my personal goal. So now my next personal goal is to get to 250. That's a personal goal for myself. I like to meet challenges. Some people are like, go for the gusto, go this amount. I'll be like, nah. Because I think I be praying for, like, genuine subscribers. You feel me? That understand my reads and understand my conversation. Okay, so let me do this one last. I'm going to do this one more time. Alright, what you got for Charlie Kirk? What you want me to know about Charlie Kirk? It's not really telling me too much. of the situation. Like, once I think I get everything put in place, because it's not reading easy. Because a lot of secrets. There's a lot of secrets over this man's life. He got a lot going on. Maybe, because, like, I get into this realm that is not just, you know, like I said, I'm a theorist of conspiracies. And I think a little different. And what I'm reading is, like, some sci-fi. Because these cards up here, imprisonment, devil, affair, aliens, dating, power supply. Like, he had a date, going out, like, messing with people at them retreats, or not retreats, I'm sorry, what are they called? Like, community debates or whatever. And that was his power supply. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was in that arena where you messing with the devil. Imprisonment, you can see it as jail, but, or you could be confined with demons and devils. You know what I'm saying? Affair, maybe he locked up and they got him out having affairs because he a clone. His clone, that was his clone or something. I mean, it can be, I mean, you be like, nah, that's too far-fetched. But then it's like, do we not live in the real world where stuff really be going on out here? Like, these cards don't lie to you about a situation. They don't have to. The grass is greener. I don't know, something going on that's will be considered a conspiracy. For real, would be considered a conspiracy. And it's all over the place. Because it's not just one person. It's like different peoples and different, like the cards are like their own storyline for different people. Because they're not fulfilling a confirmation together, but together in their own pile they make a story. And I can see different stories. I don't know. Okay. Let me close this deck. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I'll do it anyway. Okay. Oof. Okay. This is an odd read. Look for. Overall, look for. Investigation, explore, search. Yeah, somebody looking for the truth of, you know, or maybe they had to look for that person. Hoo-wee. Charlie Kirk. Drinks. Liquor, coffee, tea, water. Maybe you went out on dates, had a couple drinks. Finances. Money, problems, work, success, fortune. Like, he was making money. See, here go that, look, there go music again. Because right here was music. And then you got right here singing. Trash. Waste, worthless, mouse. Encounter. Meet by chance, love at first sight, crush. There you go again. Secret crush. Because of an encounter. Wow, okay, so somebody could have encountered him and had a secret crush. Somebody that sings or does music. They had hope. Was he stalking him? Hope. Wish, expect, desire. Law. Well, that confirms the imprisonment. So, We know we talking about this young man. Lawyer, judge, police. Talent. Born with, features, personality. Okay, so we know he had talent, of course. He was an advocate that was popular. I don't know, maybe did he mess with him? Because it says affair. Is it somebody you mess with? Home. Refuge, belong, haven. Yes, some. Y'all, this read is special. I'm telling you. Somebody had a grudge. Well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with the only person that is showing that would have something going on in they minds is the young man. Was the young man mentally disturbed and crushing on him? Or did he have a chance encounter with him? I don't know, y'all. This one. Ooh. Okay, Spirit. Give me some Charlie Kirk information. Close this up. Can you tell me? I want to know what this all does together. I want you to tell me about these people or this person. Tell me the information in regards to Charlie Kirk's like a background. Give me some confirmation to make it more plain. Because all over the place. It's just so much going on. I don't even know if Charlie ever sat down. You know what I mean? Like, because I just see these two cars together dating power supply. Did he have somebody he was making somebody he was dealing with? Was he all right, anything else about Charlie Kirk before I close out this deck? All right, 1, 2, 3. Overall, tired of drama. Somebody was tired. Yeah, this is... First card I see is depression. Game over. Let's see if we can get some confirmation. Depression. Like I said, game over. I hate nothing about you. I'm trying to keep my cards open, but I ain't gonna be able to. So I'm gonna move these right here. Let's put these right here, right on top. Anger management. Like, Somebody was enraged, pissed off, tired of drama, trash. Now that's a direct confirmation of this right here. Threw him away like trash. Threw him away like trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. Double trash. Toxic. Betrayal. Deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted. Keeping a promise. A situation's about to explode. Shit's about to pop off. Up in flames. Pop off? Wow. You see that? It's about to pop off. Don't that look like a splatter? You can't. Okay. Okay, when I first started the video, I remember that card fell out. Didn't it say marriage? Did he have an affair? Was he having affairs, like hookups, dating around on his wife, and she found out and was holding a grudge, and she's like, it's a jackpot to take him out. You treat me like trash, I'm gonna treat you like trash. Yeah, his power supply, that's why I'm seeing it as a power supply. Dating and power supply right here. Because this man was out here having affairs, like little stings and hookups. Right? Having affairs. They supplied him. Maybe he was in some kind of cult. Or maybe that group. This is some stuff they did. He was in a secret group. But there was a betrayal. And then when I think of toxic, I think of a woman, this right here, a person with a bad reputation, being toxic. But they were suffering from depression. And she's like, this game is over. See this heart? Look. That's what this love. Game over. This heart is nice on a plate. You know, looks really nice. And then this one's in a street, broken. So it went from love to game over. You think you gonna play me? Give me a bad reputation? And I split the deck. And this card was right here up. Eve bit apple. Wisdom, death, sexuality, joy. Sexuality. Was it a down low affair? Was hidden truth. See, I'll be done took all this little deck. Hidden truth. Secrets, treasures. Tip of the iceberg. Secrets is hidden. Yeah. Destroyed. Shattered. Broken up. Police. Investigating. Fighting for what you love. claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. There go those hearts. I told you, game over. Tantric sex. I told you that's some freaky side stuff. In their feels. Somebody was in their feelings. Maybe the person having an affair was in their feelings. Woo! You see that's a condom in there. In the purse. But the hand, can it be a man's hand? Uh-huh. Sex shop. Oh, stop playing with me. Okay, I'm going to stop. Because I don't want to keep digging and digging. But all I know, they was tired of the drama. Because you got this right here. Looking you up. Look for. They was setting. They got a plan together. They was, heartbreak. Heartbreaking portrayal. I hate nothing about you, but you played me. Wow, jeez. Game over. This is toxic. You supposed to keep a promise. Marriage, wife, side piece. But like I said, situation about to explode. That's crazy. But that's real. Charlie Kirk. Somebody was researching you. And either you were betrayed or... I mean, well, yeah, you were betrayed because you're the one that's living in another dimension now. Alright, give me Charlie Kirk, please. Charlie Kirk. These cards do not be wanting to tell nothing. And the stuff they do tell is so heavy. It's like, can you believe it? Alright, anything else about Charlie Kirk? Alright, let's close out this deck. Oh, there go one. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Alright, 3. Old wound patterns. We attract what we need to heal. Often we find ourselves attracting the same type of people or situations that are not the best for us. Until we choose to find the common denominator of what we need to heal and release, the cycle will continue. Go within to heal the pain, layer by layer, to find joy again. This is what the person should have did. But there's old wounds. Overall, there was some old wounds. I don't know. Old wounds. Intuition, wisdom, gifts. Honor your innate ability to see psychology and trust your gut feeling. Trust your guidance and the vibrations you feel. When you truly step into your abilities, all of your senses rush in. Look into expanding your gifts by taking classes, diary, meditating, and listening to your inner voice. Maybe that's what he was doing. Okay, so intuition, wisdom, and gifts. Old wounds. Intuition, wisdom. Maybe the old wounds is blocking his intuition. Taking the leap, courage. You have to let go of something good to get something great. Taking the leap into the unknown can be scary, but you are being called to have faith in yourself and the universe. If you want to experience the next level of success, You cannot stay comfortable. Enjoy the journey. Wasn't that what he was doing lately? See, this is like this is somebody's blocked. Old wounds is blocking intuition. And it's like, now it's like, yeah, take the leap. Have courage with this situation. Partner. Okay, maybe this is about his situation with dealing with the wife. Because when I looked up, I'm looking at this card. Remember I told you she has some pretty eyes? I'm just seeing that they're not as blue or light as hers is. But this is an example of somebody with pretty eyes. That woman had old wounds. Or maybe she's the clone. Maybe she was a clone wife. Intuition, wisdom, taking the lead, partnership. You are being guided to reach out to form partnerships and alliances to expand your vision and perspective. Take this time to see who comes into your life that is offering to assist with your endeavors. Asking for help often leads to accomplishing your goals more quickly. Okay, so she had help. So if this is speaking, because these are all ladies, and I'm gonna look at this next card, but old wounds, intuition, wisdom, taking the lead, partnership. So the past pain and depression, she was saying game over. You was getting a bad reputation, but you was too busy winning, you know. You're just tired of the drama. And the love she had became a game over. And then you thought, oops, see, look, relationship. This card, I lifted up too many cards, and it says relationship. Commitment, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend. But that's what this was talking about. Grass is greener. This is saying I had to get him out of my way. Humanitarian. And that could kind of go with partnerships, because the way that reads, like, looking for, like that said, looking for. She could have been looking for somebody to help her. Looking you up. Because she's dealing with some betrayal, and I'm believing him not keeping a promise. I think Charlie was doing some Charlie things out in the streets. Because you seen all the mother cards that kept coming to sex shop and all that stuff. Like, I'm telling you, maybe it was a cult, or maybe the wife is part of some secret thing, and, you know, he never knew. You know, because sometimes they send people to you, because she older than Charlie. She is 36, and he only 31. So she's an older woman. For real. We can't forget that. Charlie's wife is older. Maybe somebody she was messing with. Maybe she the cheater. And her thing was, you know, you never know. Little boy toy. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe she even got her own little side chick. But somebody was angry. Humanitarian service. Your soul longs to joyfully serve. Being of service is a huge calling that is honorable and satisfying. How are you being called to serve humanity? Serve with grace and humility to assist those that cannot help themselves. Be an advocate, a confidant and inspiration along the way. That right there, that's what she does. That's what she does for work. That's what the wife do. But overall, she dealing with, see that paint like paint chipping off her face, makeup, trying to always be pretty. Behind, like I always say, behind the scenes, you're another person dealing with depression. She like, these old wounds, all the stuff you done did to me. Took them out. But I don't think she would ever, like, go down. She too pretty. And for some reason, two pretty girls, nah, they don't really get time like that. They probably done gave her probation and made her stay at home with her kids. That's what they would do to her. You're going to be on house arrest. Even though you plotted and planned and schemed, had everything set up to get his money, and you was sitting in the audience waiting to see it. Like, you knew what was about to go down. Wow. Because game is over. Game over. This situation is about to explode. Shit's about to pop off, up in flames. Don't that look, I'm telling you, that look like if you turn that red. Come on now. Alright, Charlie Kirk. Tell me who Charlie Kirk was. Charlie Kirk as a person. Charlie Kirk, please. Charlie Kirk is down low. Maybe he was the one looking for little boys in the sex shops. Because I told you got looking for. Invite him out for drinks. Alright. Anything else about Charlie Kirk before I close this deck? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. 3. Overall, someone else. That's ting, ting, ting. Down low. I'm telling you, down low. Someone else. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. Yeah. There was a fight. If I can't have you, nobody can. Someone else. Yowzers. Gambling. Mr. Charlie liked to gamble. Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. But he married. Commitment. Things are getting serious. See, I told you that witchcraft stuff. Love spell. You've been bewitched. Let go. Make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. Let me put that over here. Distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Gold digger. Pregnancy. Someone is expecting. Sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Divorce. Man, if that don't read like a good, this would be a good story. Okay. Now, gambling can of course be gambling. But then I use the word to say somebody was gambling to get a commitment, did a love spell. But Charlie wanted to let go. He didn't want to be with her. And he thought the distance of him always traveling Because, you know, he was always all over the place. He's never at home. So, maybe he couldn't let go. So, his wife done did some love magic. Like I said, messing with the devil. You know what I'm saying? This woman got a crystal ball. Telling you. He wanted to let her go. And so that's part of the reason he was traveling. He created a career where he would travel. Because she was a gold digger. They want your money being used. Then she went and got pregnant. Them kids. But he was still figuring out his sexuality. That's why my card said down low. He ultimately, overall, he wanted a divorce. Charlie wanted a divorce because there was someone else. There was someone else. And that's confirmed by a third party. But like I said, Alien is a clone. I mean, you can believe that or not. It don't matter, but the card don't lie to me. So, if she wasn't a clone, then she could have been, what do them people call when they watch you? A handler. And pretty much this sums up what all this was. He was going to throw her away like trash. And you know we got another one under here. Trash. He was like, I'm done with you. So she started to look for somebody. He was tired of the drama. He was tired of the drama with her. He was tired of it. He should have been playing Mary J. Blige's No More Drama in his house. Instead of talking about the black folks, he should have been playing some black folks music. Because what he going through, you got people doing love spells, messing with the devil, like demonic, like for real, doing witchcraft. Alright, that's crazy. Because he had somebody else, he was ready to go. That's what the distance meant. That's what all the traveling. He debated, yeah, because it made him money. Don't get it twisted. Like, he had purpose for what he did. That's money. He didn't want to be no broke man. But it was more to it than that. The situation he was in, he let go trying to fight getting away from her. He just went with it. Because, like, even the dates of the kids, 2022, 2024, that's, like, perfect timing. Like, okay, 2 years, you know, like, we have a plan. Like, okay. All right. Give me Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. This reading is for Charlie Kirk. Oh, shoot. Give me some confirmation for Charlie Kirk. Oh my golly gosh. Okay, Charlie Kirk. Yeah, put it all out there then. Give it to me. Okay. I'm going to close out this deck. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, right there overall on the outside looking in. Private property. That's how people was. People on the outside looking in. You know? I see that sudden wealth. Right there, jackpot. Yeah, they gonna get their money. They hit a jackpot. Light a candle. There go that spell. Red is passion. Somebody was doing magic. Planting seeds. Reap what you sow. Putting in the work. Growth nurturing. So, reap what you sow. So maybe the cheating, or maybe, you know, upside down. He didn't see the diluted attachments. He didn't see them. He was, ain't that, look. Ain't that what this card said? He was too busy winning. Great fortune, big luck. He was too busy winning. He was like, I don't care about none of that. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, whatever. He had that distance. They doing magic on his ass. He don't even see the diluted attachments. He don't even see it. He let go of Karen. He was on the road. It was like he was on the outside looking in. As long as he was making his money. See? Unexpected income. That could be him. This is about money. You can't leave me till I get the money. So I'm going to do some love magic on you. I'm going to do a love spell on you. Cleanse, charge, activate, sacred space, meditation, alignment, working on the elements, tap in your magic. There you go again. There's another candle. Even pink is love. Love spell. Love spell. Like, it's a trick. A scheme to deceive you. Deception, gaslighting, manipulating. Look at that. Hidden from you. You didn't see none of it, did you? Northern Lights. And it's upside down. That's like enjoyment. Like seeing something magical. But they didn't get to see nothing magical. And this was sideways. So this is like soul activation. That goes with that. See, doing that spell work. Can't fix them. No, you couldn't fix them. They didn't want that to happen. They're not getting exposed, though. They're not going to get exposed. I told you. She too pretty. No. She too pretty and too devious. She fit right in. She going to pick it up right where he left off. Watch. It say justice. So that's a confirmation. I mean, it'll be justice for the shooter, but it ain't the real. It ain't the real. So that justice is, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the real culprit is not getting the sunshine. No, it's not going to be. Hope doesn't stop the karmic wheel from turning. Yeah, that's true. But it ain't going to happen. Not burning no bridges. He was trying not to burn no bridges. That's the main, you know, he was trying to, see? Somebody crazy. That's that right there is that devil. There's that devil. Fuck what they say. Verbal abuse. Lies. And overall, not going to be able to enjoy the silence. Alright, I'm going to close with this last deck. Like I said, somebody got some money doing magic. There was an affair. Maybe he had one in the beginning and it was an old wound and she never healed, or he started doing it on the road, or she found out, she was looking for all that stuff he was doing. She had people watching him, you know. But then she was like, forget that, he making money now, and I'll make more money off, like, if he got books and whatever else he got, she gonna get all that. He changed his salary when he first started, was like, what, 20-something thousand. And I want to say anywhere from 7 to 10 years later, if I'm not mistaken, he was up to $400,000 a year. You know what I mean? Like, within so many, I don't even think Turning Point even been open that long. So imagine going from 20-something thousand to 400,000. That's bank. That's bread. That's sudden wealth. And she said, I'm getting in. I'm going to take the leap and get in where I fit in, because he's nothing. I know this magic. I know my people, my cult, my aliens. They got me. And Charlie did something, because it was, like I said, maybe Charlie didn't know, because he might have been suffering. You feel me? Like, he might have been the one suffering. And she like, fuck what they say. Maybe she was that way to him. And he realized he couldn't fix her. You know what I'm saying? Poor man, because he was still trying to figure out his sexuality. That's what it's saying right here. And maybe she was an angry person. Maybe he was. I don't know. It's like, it could go either way. All right, give me what you got for Charlie Kirk to close out this reading. Charlie Kirk. Ooh. All right, let's close out. All right. 1, 2, 3. Overall, additional evidence at the scene may be discovered. All right, so they might, and then it says the victim was stalked by the killer. See? I told you, so he was stalked. Research similar crimes in the area to see if they are linked. Well, I don't know if that would be, you know, I don't know. Maybe there was another Pow Pow in their state or somewhere else. Well, okay, so maybe them people that's doing this stuff know each other. Maybe they're part of a group. Maybe they part of a crew, you know, like, that. It's crazy. The killer will murder again if y'all let him out, because he might be I think he might be. Then that might be a serial killer
or a hitman.
Rage or extreme anger was a motive. Okay, so I told you. Ain't they both yelling? Ain't that coming out his mouth? Don't they look like you got smoke and water, fire coming out his mouth? Anger management. Rage or extreme anger was a motive. They said game over, right? There to go again. Additional evidence is at the crime scene. Victim didn't know the killer. Okay, so that's not him messing with that little boy. The little boy had a secret crush, like it said. We had that over here. Huh. Suspect lives near the scene of the crime. Well, we know that. I guess there's other people involved, so it's saying take a closer look at one of the suspects. So that could be that there was another person they thought was involved or something, or they might not be telling us yet. Witnesses may fear coming forward with valuable information. Yeah, I could see that being true. An argument or a fight is a strong factor. That would be, I'm telling you, that would be what, that's a man and a woman in there. That's the wife. And him and the wife. They had, I told you, tired of the drama. Strange phenomena involved. Alien. Man, told you they got some weird, out of this world stuff going on. And need to interview more suspects. But like I said, they're not going to do it. Alright, well, my summary is the Power could have had a secret crush on Charlie and felt some type of way about how he spoke, the things he said. Someone could be having an affair. The wife is definitely a magic person. She definitely does magic. And she keeps it hidden from you. See, right here. She's definitely doing magic. We've had too many cards to confirm themselves. And Charlie was killed for money. And because they were angry about something else. Like the argument sparked the thought. Right? This old wound got sparked. Taking the lead right there. Verbal abuse. There's the argument. Okay, y'all. I really feel this was just blah. This reading, this man was just blah all over the place. But that's what happens when you got people dealing in magic, messing with the devil. You know what I mean? Doing more than they should. So, once again, I thank you for taking this spiritual journey with me. I'm Lady T. This is Lady T's Spiritual Journey. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Talk to me in the comments. I do talk back. You know, my new goal for personal is 250 subscribers. And just blessings to those who watch. I hope that you can follow my reads. I mean, because sometimes I be all over the place because that's how the cards be jumping out. And they have to, you know, a reading has to come together. And like I said, with this coming together, this man had a lot going on. For real. The sex shops alone. He was dissing. He was doing all kind of stuff. And that wife was like, The victim was stalked by the killer. So, like I said, that boy stalked him. Alright. Peace.
I've been popping, man, I feel just like a rock star.